Greetings, everyone. We are going to head into a best of one ranked Throne of Eldraine draft here. We've got 5,000 a gold burning a hole in our virtual pocket that we're going to turn into some gems via this event. And if you have some gems in real life that you want to convert to magic cards, you can do so at Card Kingdom. Well, they don't take gems, but, you know, first sell the gems, then use that sweet US dollars to go to cardkingdom.com via my affiliate link down below in the panels and check out a whole cornucopia of stuff for your physical tabletop magic game, singles, sealed product, boosters, and supplies. And of course, I always mention the buy list. They have one of the best buy lists in the industry in terms of getting top dollar for your cards. So if you're looking to convert your cards to gems, you're going to want to check in with Card Kingdom on that too, because they offer some of the best buy prices out there. And anytime you can visit them through my affiliate link, it really helps out this stream. So do that when you can, and support an awesome business like Card Kingdom, who supports an awesome stream like me, like mine, who does it for the awesome viewers like you. Now, let's see what we got. Pack one. Fabled Passage would just be a gem pick. Let's see if there's anything we want to take over gems. Outmuscle. Trebuchet is the only red card, is kind of interesting. You could take, I've said that at this point with the bots, if you said, Ryan, you've got to force a color, you're going in and pick a color to force, I would pick red right now. It just seems to be the most open. But the gems are playable, and there's nothing amazing here. Like, Into the Story is pretty good. I think Outmuscle's the pick if we didn't take playable gems, but I don't think Outmuscle, when we don't even know if we're green, is correct over slamming 20 gems that we get to put in the bank right away. If we knew we were playing green, it would be more of a question, but we don't even know what color we're playing. So let's take Fabled Passage, take some gems. We have a decent start on our mana base. It's a fine play for your mana. Epic Downfall or Archon of Absolution. I've been having less success with my black decks lately and more success with my white decks, so I'm somewhat tempted to take the Archon, but removal is removal. This is super powerful. Yeah, the white is also more likely to be open. I mean, I can pull this, but I think the correct pick is still the Downfall, but maybe you agree that things are so much better with the bots on the white side of things that you take Archon over the Epic Downfall. I'll throw it out there for discussion, but this is also kind of splashable, and we have Fabled Passage too. Huh. Surprised. I figured people would go for the straight removal, but there's support for Archon. We did see a lot of white in pack one. We're likely to wheel a Guide Mother. And that's true. It's a very white-heavy meta right now, and Archon really is good in that meta. Okay. We'll start there anyway. Here's another Trebuchet calling my name, an Outmuscle. Witching Well. This is where I start to lean into my expectations of bots a little bit. We could wheel the red cap. And I've had decent success even with green white, but I'm going to take Trebuchet. I just feel like that's playing into the bots a little bit right now, which is not the worst thing to do. Ferocity is real, but we'll probably wheel. Here we have a Tactician to go along with the Night Beginnings here. Barrage is nice too, but if this were the 2 mana deal 3, I think I would take it over Tactician probably. I like that cheap early interaction removal for the Boros type deck, but this is a Tactician for me. Ferocity better than Trebuchet. Shots fired. Scaldron, Red Cap, and Barrage all here. I think the Red Cap fits nicely in these decks, but this is probably a Barrage. Yeah. Sometimes I don't even play 5s in my Boros decks. I just play the hyper aggro cheap stuff, but we might even wheel this red cap. The bots don't wheel the red caps. No, I didn't see. And I'll if I missed any redemptions. Oh, I see. Link for Disney World. Sure. Dionysus is on it.
Some say I never heard of ya. A rap burglar.
There we go. Take Scaldron too. I guess we take Barrage and try a wheel red cap here. Outflank, Dwarf #1, red cap, or really too much of a knight. I really want to play Archon and Tactician with where we're headed, and that does not support this kind of marginal card anyway. So it's really about outflank, red cap, dwarf, or egg. I think given the Trebuchet and our hope to maybe find a Trebuchet pick 9, or we'll get a Guide Mother or a Trebuchet pick 9. So I think they're never going to stay straight G pick. Sorry. Oh man, you guys are so mean. Here. Poor Dionysus just wants Disney World to be around for a second, you know? Just a second. You want the dwarf. I don't know about dwarf #1. I kind of like leaning into the knight strategies and would rather take red cap or outflank, I think is the pick here. Take one of these ones. You can't ban Link. Why don't you pick something other than Link, Dionysus? If you wouldn't die on the Link hill, I don't think people would undo it. Like, hey, Magic Craig, I'm so glad you could make it live. Welcome.
Some say I never heard of ya. A rap burglar.
And thank you for the sub algorithm. Did I put it back? Yeah, okay, so hold on, I gotta do this for Dionysus. I'm gonna you're putting this on yourself, man. Everybody wants Link. You're just gonna, yeah, I think it's outflank over it's outflank or red cap for me. And we have Searing Barrage. I guess we'll take an outflank. This seems to come up a lot when I'm drafting knight decks, but I don't even like it in a knight deck. It doesn't, I don't want to be 3-color knights in draft, and it is too restricting on non-knight stuff. But here we have probably Silverflame Squire actually is what this deck wants more than a Merchant. Merchant is fine, but this is what this deck is kind of all about, is having creature spells that get us there. So now we're looking at Errant #1 or Outflank #2. And I think we want Errant #1. All right, here's pick 9. Trebuchet did not come back. Ooh, and Guide Mother did not come back, unless maybe I have it mixed up and there's going to be a Guide Mother in 10. But here we take another Squire, pretty easy. This is a knight, but we'd rather have the trick dude. Blow your house down does the reach thing. Right now we have that in Trebuchet and Flyers, and somewhat Searing Barrage. Hey, Kevin London, thank you for that raid. Yeah, we have Fabled Passage, but I'm still not really interested in 3-color knights. I think that's awfully greedy. Unless maybe you're like, if you were black-red splashing the Night Lord, I could see doing that maybe. But yeah, I think we take Bridge over Blow Your House, but hope to not play either. And same with all this stuff. We could take Grange just in case, but we're looking to be pretty even, and I don't think I want to play Grange in an aggro deck that's even split. So I'll just actually take the uncommon for Vault Progress. I don't think we're playing any of that. And narrow chance we play Blow Your House Down, so I'll take it over the Shine Chaser. I don't think there's a chance that we bail on red and end up like blue, white enchantments or anything. But I don't think we really need this either. I'll take this Revolt Progress and the off chance that we switch somewhere else, and we'll take a True Love's Kiss. I like to be proactive, but it's nice to have one True Love's Kiss in a white deck, I think. Bone Crusher Giant, lovely open for where we're at. Only complaint is it's not a knight. Everything else is brilliant. What are we going to wheel from this? Wheel a barge in? That seems good. Steelclaw Lance. We are the wrong knight colors to do this. This is the kind of thing you could argue could be splashed with Fabled Passage plus the Night Land. But Rimrock is just fine, right? Yeah, we're going to take Rimrock and be happy about it. Wheel a barge or a flank. Pathlighter, Flutterfox, or Griffin. We're not going to be drawing two enough to even consider the Ratter, but Pathlighter probably is the best since we do want to pick up some more things like Squires and Tacticians, and it's just an inherently cheaper, more aggressive creature, and it also helps make some of our other ones bigger. Flutterfox is nice too, but this, hopefully, I want to get, we have Rimrock Knight, 2 Squires, and Tactician and Bone Crusher already, and we hope to get even more. So I think that's the clear pick there. All right, that's what I was talking about, being splashable possibly in a black-red Knight deck, but we're going to take the Veteran here, and again, try and wheel this Guide Mother, although maybe the Guide Mothers are being taken higher by bots now, not seeing them wheel as much maybe. Another Silver Flame, which, even though it's not a knight, I like over the knight or the slipper or whatever. We'll just keep taking these. And Shepherd goes along with this plan as well. This is starting to look more like the deck I pulled about over the weekend, where I had 3 Shepherd of the Flock, 2 Squires, 3 Rimrocks, and basically I was just doing a lot of shenanigans where I could bounce a blocked creature and turn it into a combat trick immediately. Probably dummy over dwarves. We're late pack 2. We're not going to rack up a bunch of dwarves at this point, so might as well take the on point, easy to cast card. Gets bigger with the Veteran. Yeah, I'd play Clover. Clean living, folks. Clean living. And leaning into the color we knew the bots don't really value highly right now. Really weak Knight. Or another chance at a Blow Your House Down. I'm going to go with really weak Knight. I think between the Pathlighter, the Tacticians, the Archon, the Barrage, and the Trebuchet, we have enough reach. We're not going to play a Blow Your House Down. Yeah, was this the Barge, though? I think this was the Barge, right? We snap-picked Bone Crusher out of pack 1. Oh, this one did? Maybe we're trying to wheel another one? I don't know. Can't remember anymore, but no worries. Take Uncommon Vault Progress. I have played a Slipper in these decks before. We'll see. I've not played 2. All right, well, this is nowhere near us, but it is a nice 40 gems. So we'd be taking the 40 gems and giving up Scorching Dragonfire to do so. Yeah, we do. We have 4. So that's just straight gem pick right there. Here we'll take Sir Alan, a nice high-end 5-drop Knight, curve topper for a Knight deck. Another Trebuchet is great. some more dwarves too, but I'm happy with where we're at. I don't think we're split too evenly to be interested in a Clockwork Servant, but we are interested in a Silver Flame Ritual. Take that. Here's this Paladin we could take. We could grab a Golden Egg to help splash. I don't know if we're not going to find anything to splash really at this point. And if Garrick wasn't a double splash, we'd absolutely splash him, but obviously not a double splash situation here. I guess we take the Paladin. We're not playing any of the tap lands in a split even 2-color aggro deck. So I guess we'll take the Paladin. I don't want to mess up my 2s with an egg anyway. Outflank caught my eye, but red cap more so, with 3 Silver Flame Squires, the Inspiring Veteran, and a Rimrock, and maybe this Crystal Slipper. The red caps look pretty good here. Pick 7, Ogre Errant number 2 over a Fling or a Blow Your House Down. Last fresh pack has basically nothing for us. We can look at this Ferocity, but I think we have too much in the way of Human Knights. Human. That works. Human. Yeah, we have too many humans to really... these are Human Knights to make the Ferocity work. So we'll take another boring Knight and see. Still not really looking to splash something like Wintermoor. I don't know if we're playing 4 Silver Flame Squires, but I don't think we're playing a Bloodhaze Wolverine or a second Drawbridge, so we'll take it. Can we finally blow the house down? I don't think we want a 3rd Knight of the Keep or another Drawbridge, so yeah, I'll take it. I don't think we're playing this, but we'll take one to have as a consideration. All the Knight of the Keeps we could want. And a cow we're not going to play. All right. 80 on the grind. Yeah, I think we probably do play all the Squires. Fills out the 2s nicely. Almost for sure play a 2. 7 cuts, though. That makes me want to cut the True Love's Kiss. Probably cut a Paladin, even. We're never... It's always a 4-1 in this deck. Drawbridge can go. Cut the Slipper. One of these Knights for sure. Where does that leave us, numbers-wise? 21-4. So we definitely want to cut a creature. Maybe we want to bring back the Kiss. Maybe one more of these. I think we definitely want the Jousting Dummy. I like the Jousting Dummy at 2 better than the Knight of the Keep at 3. But yeah, we could even cut the final one. Or bring back in the True Love's Kiss. With Searing Barrage and Sir Allen and 4 drops, I'm not comfortable with 16 land. I think just because you're aggro doesn't mean you're 16 land. You got to look at what you're trying to do. I tend to only go 16 when I have basically no 5s and fewer 4s. And also, this deck is more mana hungry than you think. Silver Flame Squire wants 5 mana total, not 2. You know, like in the sense of mana consumption, you could put these over here, right? Once you start putting things in the slots where they're represented by their total mana consumption over the course of the game, you realize, oh geez, I actually have quite a mana intensive deck. Does it want Ritual versus Kiss? Yeah, I think being able to take some of these early creatures and get them all up +1/+1 is actually pretty big game. Yeah, Giant as well. You know what I mean? I just wanted to show you the, like, if you curve it by, you can even put Rimrock at Rimrock goes to 3. Anyway, the curve gets a lot heavier when you consider the total cost of your split cards. Now, we don't have the... If Garrick were half on color, sure, but what's your plan to quote Splash, Garrick? Just run the old 2 Swamp, 2 Forest, 1 Fabled Passage Garrick Splash in your Boros deck? That would not be good. Yeah, we're going to be casting them separately, but the point is we don't want to be mana starved. We want a lot of mana available. I'm going to get into the Lumeria product next week, actually, Mama. Stay tuned Monday, and I'll tell you everything I know about it. Which is to say, I have some homework to do before Monday. Okay, I'm cool with this. Maybe finding a True Love Kiss slot would be okay. Let me see. What do we cut, though? Really like everything here. We could cut 1 Squire. Again, I was thinking we could cut a Squire. We still have 4, 5, 6, 7 things we're still happy to do on 2. I actually like the 2nd Errant more than the 4th Squire. And then we can bring in a True Love's Kiss. I'm going to try this. No, it's a Knight. I'd rather have the Knight dummy than a 4th non-Knight. And yeah, the trample is really good here though, and it's cheap. I see what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but I think I'm going to try this. And we're going to call this, what are we calling this? More Knights. What do we Kiss Off. Let's get this record up to date. And get on it. I cut one of the 4 Squires. Ended up cutting one of those.
To the extreme, I rock a mic like a vandal. Light up a stage and wax a chump like a candle. Dance!
Wow, I clicked to bring this window into priority and almost clicked mulligan on what is an obvious keep. Well, interesting we have a barge in and an outflank because it confuses which land we want to get. But since we want to cast a Silver Flame, I guess we go get a Plains because then we have possibility of Silver Flame plus either on turn 3, but then of course Bone Crusher. Anyway, it's an interesting split here where we're not sure what we want, quite what we want more, but we also have 2 Tacticians which require double white. So yeah, we'll take Plains as the Tactician tiebreaker, but I could see a spot on turn 3 where this turned out to be wrong in either direction. Although this makes it moot, we now have 2 of each. If they had played something worth stomping, we would have done that, but given that we do not, we'll go ahead and just play the Squire as a dorky 2-1 for 2, filling out the curve. So probably just want to pick that one off, meaning we don't get to spend all of our mana this turn, but still worth doing. And no haste, so like outflank won't be needed. We won't need any of this, but I'm just going to do this now. In effect, we did have Stomp Up. Oh no, for the Squire. No, I wanted to get on board. It looks like, yeah, it would have paid off, but I didn't want to count on them playing something of 2 or less toughness that we actively wanted to kill, and then have done nothing on our second turn. That would have been a much bigger disaster than losing a mana on this turn. And of course, they do play something with haste. I should have kept up the outflank, I guess. I would use an outflank on a Ginger Brute, but maybe not right away. I don't think it's very essential. Now I'm going to go Bone Crusher and attack, and then we have outflank if we want to win combat here. Telegraphed a bit. If they're paying attention, they saw pauses there. Well, they got half our card. But we have some good stuff behind. Question here is whether we're outflanking the Ginger Brute or waiting until we can pick off that Knight. Next turn we have Ogre Errant plus the outflank ready if we want it. So yeah, I think we wait. We're so telegraphing the outflank though. If they're, and this is a player with a decent rank, they absolutely know we have outflank, but hopefully it doesn't matter. Looks like they have it too. Well, we could barge in and save it, counter their outflank, and still drop the errant, and then this blocks the keep. So yeah, I like saving for extra damage here. Just thinking it through. Sometimes you just want to go ahead and let that happen, but in this case, it's a nice bit of extra damage. It keeps a creature they wanted dead around, and we still get to do a nice move that has good defense. And next turn, Ritual into outflank also looks really nice. Big win here is if they activate Ginger Brute and attack with it alone, and that's it. Then I think we just win. Yeah, the good point. I didn't mention it, but obviously saving a creature has the upside also of being able to pick up a counter from Ritual. Yeah, if we want the Adamant, we don't get outflank along with it. But I think we'll take that penalty and just get the Adamant. Or we'll draw Plains and we get it all. I didn't want to draw Plains though, so... And this is a pretty underwhelming use of the Ritual, right? We only got 2 creatures, but you can see it's still doing excellent work here. Yeah, barge in on Oakham is the real deal. I don't think I've really ever been green-red yet, though. Yeah, no, you can have that. Yeah, oh, they didn't eat? What did they mess up? I'm not sure what happened there, but I assumed they were going to eat. Oh, sorry, Oppo. Hopefully we'll make it moot and wreck ya. Let's see, we get extra damage in with the Rimrock. They're kind of in must-block territory now with the Silver Flame Squire anyway, so they're gonna... certainly do that. Oh, they're going for that. Interesting. Yeah, what do they want to do here? Ooh, they're going for that double. Well, that is not going to work out for them unless they have a trick. And if they do, we can even follow with Rimrock and still get pretty good value out of it, but this should be GG. Chalk one up. Right back in. Hey, guess what? I have a solder kit coming today because I'm gonna fix my own coffee roaster. I opened it up, found the wire that got disconnected from its solder point, and I stripped the end of the wire, and I'm gonna solder it back on like I know what I'm doing. All right, we're gonna keep this. No, I haven't talked about Secret Lair. Haven't actually been that interested. Odds it doesn't work to solder it back on. It might not. It's certainly, I mean, here's this wire that like the motor is not working and there's a wire disconnected from the motor, so I'm really hoping it works. All right, we're up against a Curious Pair on 2. So, like, I could drop this Rimrock Knight. I guess it does at least trade with the Curious Pair. But if we wait, we can go Trebuchet into Ogre Errant into Rimrock and maybe even start getting it through. That's a ways off, though. What do you think? Play the Rimrock or save it for a trick later? It's the presence of the Curious Pair that makes me want to wait. If we didn't know they were pairing, I would just drop a 3-1. Yeah, I think we wait. Hey, that little doom is my solder kit out for delivery. Oh yeah, arriving today. Hey, that helps too. It's going to make the Rimrock a 4-2 when it enters. We're going to start on Trebuchet though. Archon can give just any deck fits. It's not a knight, so that part doesn't matter. I'm just gonna drop Archon. It's real good. Let's let him beat this. Wow. If they had any other play, I would have like waited to try and eat the Archon, but that's good to know that we're up against. This is a real deal. Just gets bigger and bigger. Probably have to barrage that as soon as we find a 5th land. We just had to get to barrage before they get to 5-6 toughness on this thing. Yeah, exactly. That's why we got to get rid of it. But it looks like, oh yeah, they are going to be on D. They're not going to beat down here. They're going to try and get that Preserver up on defense. All right, we're going for it right now. No need to delay. Let's just kill that thing and get in with our Archon. Cardboard was working yesterday. I see, you're right, it's not working today. Let me try a restart. That usually works. Feels bad, no adamant. Feels good, no preserver. Oh, you thought I was going to forget, didn't you? Barge in. Nice, but we're very crowded on red. We got all these red spells, and so I think we want to try... wonder if we get something down. I guess path that doesn't work. Like, this is the tough part right now. Mountain would be nice. I guess we're racing. It's tough to race against food, but we're racing. And yeah, to that end, maybe I should have just boulder rushed there. We really do want to use red every turn if we can. So I'm going to, instead of the Pathlighter, play the Errant. Really want to cast red spells each turn. It really should have just Rimrocked, done a Boulder Rush for extra damage on Archon, I think would have been correct. Because then we could have done that and played Pathlighter. But given that I didn't, I really wanted to spend red. Oppo getting aggro. That is rough. Taking 8 here. Can we just take 8 like it's nothing? Like it's no big deal? We crack back for a bunch and can probably chump our way. Yeah, I guess we take it. And we're just racing here. In fact, I'm going to do this now so I don't forget. I was being a little cheeky, but it's totally in my range to forget a Trebuchet ping, and we really don't want to here. Sir All In is an interesting draw. Rimrock. We maybe just drop All In after this. Yeah, we attack with Barge up, but if we Barge, then we can't do that. So we probably just want to play the Barge in here on blocks. And then drop the Pathlighter. Yeah, this gets us the flyer out. Still wasn't a 2-for-1, which is too bad, but we got rid of one of their bigger creatures. Now we have to decide, because they're at a virtual 10, they're going to attack with those 2 for sure. I won't forget the ping. That's what I'm trying to decide, whether we just let the Trebuchet go here. We come back for 5 in the air against their 10 life. We're not lethal because of the food. Appetite would just kill us, but if we can't beat Appetite... Yeah, Trebuchet's worth 3. I'm going to risk it. We might just lose to Appetite here. If so, that's the way it goes. But we're so close to lethal on the crackback, I'm going to risk it. And we're just risking an Appetite. They got to out muscle maybe? No? Nothing that blocks flyers is what we're hoping for. And then a land off the top. Well, not what we were looking for, but it might do the trick because it provides another ping, right? So we go ping. Rimrock, and then no, we don't have 3 pings, we have 2, but I think that's enough. We only have 1 red is the problem. Yeah, well, we're not intending to block again. We're going to do Boulder Rush and Jousting Dummy to get another ping. All right, we got there. Tight race, pulled it out. And yeah, good thing I didn't miss a ping. I thought I was getting a 2-for-1. But it also, I mean,
I never heard of ya, a rap burglar.
it was the difference between trading off for a curious pair and then giving them a crackback. Thanks, Nick. I mean, I have to look at it again, Nantuko, but to some extent it was, I am aggro, I will attack with my combat trick. We'll keep this. Hopefully you find something else to play besides a Shepherd on 2. Yeah, but then they have extra attackers on the backswing, so I don't know if you did that math. And if that math is sound, maybe you're right, but that would be my worry. But I didn't do that math, to be honest. All right, I think I am going to leave Bone Crusher up here just because I really don't want to have to play a Shepherd as a 3-1 on 2 if I can help it. And that seems like an excellent target for a Bone Crusher Giant damage. Then that allows us to drop the Giant as well as our play on 3. Pathlighter. We could. Let's start with an attack. And then, yeah, it's probably worth killing. Might be a little bit fancy play syndrome. I mean, we don't know what they're going to play. But I guess if anything gets a buff... yeah, that's the question, Nantuko. It's definitely cute. The question is it good? Because it turns off attacking with the Bone Crusher next turn. But I'm in. We'll do it. Yeah, we could do it all at instant speed, but I'd rather do it when they're tapped out. Nantuko's like, no, well, it's too late now, man. I'm in. And I don't care about instant speed at all. These are pump colors. I don't want to let him pump anything. I prefer your wife's way, but you do you. Gotta either do your own puzzles or find a compromise. All right, what are we doing here, though? Let's see. Let's drop. Doesn't really matter which one we drop here. I guess we can just go with these. Yeah, let's just drop this and this. Everybody's time to happiness conversion engine is a little different. Interesting. They thought, and then did nothing. This could be a barrage. Maybe they're just holding up barrage for something. Yeah, we can do both halves of tactician. That gets 3 in that we wouldn't have got otherwise. Well, it gets in 7, I suppose, because right now they have decent blocks here. Okay. I think I'm in. I think it's worth 7. Or at least saying, all right, let's do this to make sure it gives us the right colors. Maybe it'll settle better if you expand your definition of happiness. To me, the happiness in my time to happiness conversion game philosophy is not just about yourself and being selfish, but about the happiness of yourself, the happiness of those close to you, happiness of strangers, happiness of the world, happiness of future humans, happiness of non-humans. You know, there's a lot of happiness to consider in it. I'm pretty utilitarian when it comes down to it. All right, they gave up. We'll take it. I think I have your answer on the puzzle front, though. What you want is this kind of puzzle. Oh, it's got a stupid pop-up, but that's all right. Oh. Never mind, hold on. Anyway, well, it was a red puzzle. The point is you can get puzzles that are one color. That's just a single color. And say, go ahead, use the box all you want. Does that perspective help at all, James? Expanding the concept of happiness to have that philosophy sit a little better?
Some say I never heard of ya, a rap burglar.
Good. This looks good. Oh yeah, wait, maybe Fiddles should get a glass table on which to do the puzzle, and Fiddles does it from underneath and his wife does it from above. How about that? All right, dummy, get going. This actually be great if, see, this is where the red matters. Like, if we get another mountain, we can Rimrock play Rimrock. It doesn't matter, we can Silver Flame Squire instead, it looks like. They're going for green. We could do Rimrock, play Squire, but let's just actually use the Squire buff here. I really wish we had another mountain. I'd much rather go Rimrock, play Rimrock, than on alert, do nothing. But we do want to get this drawbridge out of the way. It's a big boy. Well, now we might just Rimrock to 1.5 for 1 ourselves. We could stay back on D for it, but I think we should continue to be aggressive, and then we can think about alternative plays if they just choose not to block, which they're not doing. Can do tap. We could tap and have Squire. Trying to figure out the sequencing here that gives us hope against this big ol' 5/4. Yeah, I guess that does it, huh? Yeah, I like Nick's line. We'll just oh, but we don't want the outflank. We want the Rimrock. Squire plus outflank does it as well, I suppose. Rimrock, well, we have to decide which way we want to go about it. I don't think the 2/3 flyer is correct. I do think we need to try and take out this snapper, or we're going to lose the race. Mike wants the flyer. Mike's pretty clever, but I'm going to go with the Nick plan. I'm just trying to figure out if it's with outflank or with Rimrock. I think we go Squire flank. If they disrupt the outflank, we can just choose not to block with the Squire. If they disrupt the Rimrock, then we lose the knight, the 3/1 side of the card. Yeah, worth bouncing here. Takes. I think they'll still get the counter. But it gives us some action. This is real bad, though, to be honest. Got a lot of work to do to get that dead with just these. But now we have to almost... Now we're going to try the outflank again, but 3 for 1 ourselves to try and kill this thing. I guess we don't even have to. We just 2 for 1. Right now, these double block and that works, right? So we'll try to threaten that. And yeah. Yeah, all things considered with the card count, if we can successfully do this, yeah, this is what I was worried about, is that we don't even get a chance to. We're just going to get disrupted again. And unfortunately, outflank not enough. That was a consideration. If we had kept Rimrock up instead of outflank, we'd still have the trade here. Yeah, easy to say should have, but we didn't think through the bounce possibility. We could spend a turn tapping him down. Well, I mean, I guess we could keep Rimrock up this time, but I don't know which is better. All right, we'll do this. Yeah, I mean, so we have to discard. That's life. Although this is why I really hate this rule. If we're punitive about it. Oh, we can take out the banner with a kiss. I see what you mean, Fenor, yeah. I guess one of our Ogre Errants can go here. Although big ground stuff may be what we need to eventually take over the situation. Nah, I think we still get rid of one of these. Could just be dead here, depending on what they've got. They've just tempoed us out pretty badly. Not much we can do about this one, folks. They just got the jump on us, and we never recovered. Well, we were chumping there anyway. We don't really have the removal for an 8/7, so we're pretty much dead. Yeah, we also stuck on land, but I don't think we were really... We didn't really have it against this... We didn't have the tools for this attack. Any hope at all, though? Let's see. We could play out Squire. We could tap... we can tap 2 and at least get a Squire out. I don't know if... I think we're beyond mostly, but...
Your friend here is only mostly dead.
I've never seen this snapper do better work than it's done in this game right here. This Turtle Hydra has been really disappointing, but Oppo is making it sing right now. Yeah, no, only the $5 welcome bundle has ever been purchased on this account. Oh, I'm sorry. I got distracted by chat and forgot to do the tap play. Leaving us dead. I don't even care. We were dead. We were super dead. I mean, you can punt that if you want, but I don't even care. We were not winning that one. I bought the other bundle on the paid account, but I have never bought a second bundle on this account, no. Yeah, I haven't bought the Mastery Pass on this one. Frankly, it's probably close to being there for us in value now. Where are we at? We're at 71. It's probably there, but I kind of like buying it all at once. It's kind of funny. Oh, I was off on my record anyway. I didn't record the last win, so we're 3-1. Trying to get to 4, ideally 5. We have a full set of much of this stuff. We are We started this account in the middle of the GRN season, so it's pretty low on Guilds of Ravnica. It's 100% rares and mythics on RNA. It's 100% rares, about 50% mythics on War of the Spark. 100% rares, maybe 75% of the mythics on M20. And we're at 100% rare and haven't done a mythic check-in in a while, but I think we're pretty decently along in mythics on this one too. So basically our cadence is to successfully 4x the rares every season, no problem, and then we have a mixed success getting all of the mythics. Stratic, I also took a 4-day vacation to go to a wedding in which I did not turn on Arena at all, and frankly missing 4 days of progress on rank is real. No, it still gives you mythics at the same rate. So 1 in 8 chance of a mythic. So you just get gems from the rare slot stuff. It doesn't convert. It doesn't. Just because you get 4x of the rares, it doesn't suddenly start giving you mythics instead. This is an interesting choice. It's a risky keep. Thing is, I don't love this on turn 2, right? We're looking at starting on 3 with a red cap that we're hoping to rimrock for value. This just seems a little sketchy. I'm going to ship it. We got punished a bit here. We could make a case for keeping this, though. We operate low to the ground. We have the 1 plains. If we get a second plains, then we have stuff we can do. If we get first mountain, it gets really good. And if we miss, then we're kind of throwing away the game. Sometimes your games come down to the mulligan risk, but I feel like we're on the draw, and we have 2 shots at any land to at least give us a flock or a squire or whatever. And if we find a mountain, this hand starts to look decent, although it doesn't, we have these, and there aren't knights for this. This is a super risky keep, but I think I am going to actually keep this. And we're just counting on some land coming our way. This could end quick, but I'm taking my chances. Now, what do we throw? I'm going to throw the barge in. Mountain off the top. Come up Millhouse. No, that's 1 down. Mountain off the top, 1-time dealer. Wah wah. All is not lost if we pull even a plains. Yeah, we'll return our plains next turn if we don't find a land. Are they even allowed to? Oh yeah, you can just sacrifice it. Interesting. I wonder if that's a really kind of weird way to do that card. If you want, sacrifice. Maybe it'll have value, maybe it won't. All right, they got us 2 cards closer to our first mountain. Here it is. Ready? Slick. Gotta confuse them if you can't win. Next turn we will use outflank with no creatures in play. That's our next play. Thing is, we're still at 16 life. We could draw a land and pull this one out. It would be hilarious. One land in 12 cards is an unlikely result. One land in 13 cards is even more of an unlikely result. Well, I didn't count those cards at all. For the... Oh, yeah, sorry, I should have, though. You're right, they got milled. One land in whatever we've seen in our hand is still unlikely. Yeah, whatever. I think we're just dead now. We don't have any removal for a 7/7. We're just chumping till we're dead. And sometimes Magic does that to you. All right, let's see if we can crush the 2-loss bracket. I can get pretty tilted about Magic, but not stuff like that. Like, I was prepared for that the moment I made the keep decision on 6. And speaking of keep decisions, we'll keep this. Looking all right. Oh, 1.5. I saw 15% and I thought, that seems high. Yes, 1.5 seems closer to my expectations of the odds of that occurrence. Oh boy, it's my favorite. Witch's Oven. Making Standard so much fun. I'd rather have Oko than the oven-dominated format we have now. What'd they do? They killed our dude. Boo. We can play a knight for very little value here, but I'm going to pass on that and go ahead and play the Archon and then and save this as a trick. That's rough. Now got to decide. I think we take one attack from the Hunter and then try to catch him with the Squire next turn. Oh, it doesn't work on Archon. Good point. Never mind. Moot anyway. I don't have to confuse myself with Protection From, because Oppo is just crushing us instead. I'm just complaining about where I'm at in the exact spot I am in the stuff I play on Arena, where it's... In my world, the cat meta is more oppressive than the Oko meta. But I'm not talking about high-level Magic, I'm talking about my personal Magic life. Yeah, this one is looking unfair. I think this deck is sweet, and it showed it in the first 3 games, and now we're just getting clocked and rolling over. (7-3) ratio, also not what we're looking for to win some Magic games. I mean, we started with 3 spells and 4 land and have not found another spell yet. There's one, but it's not really good enough here. I also kind of hate the Fires deck. That's the trouble with me in Constructed. I just end up resenting everything everybody else is playing. Well, right now I'm resenting the inability to do anything effective in this game whatsoever, to the point that we're looking at potentially ritualing a Squire just to be able to block a Savvy Hunter. Yeah, I'm just dreading. I'm so loath to do this, but we really don't have much choice here. Play the ritual so that we can hopefully 2-for-1 ourselves against the hunter. That's the hope. No guarantees that we get to 2-for-1 ourselves against the hunter, just the hope. Oh, they have something? Who could possibly expect Oppo to have something? That's insane. I think this event is over. Started out 3-0 and then said, nah, let's go screw into flood or whatever into good decks. You know, Oppos have been doing the I don't want to take anything away from Oppo, but also our luck has not been with us here. Hard to win a game off of 3 lands and 1,000,000 spells. Hard to win a game off of 1,000,000 spells or 1,000,000 land and 3 spells. So, I mean, it's still just a 3-3. I'll give it one more turn. We could come up with Sir Alan and they just can't do anything about it or something like that. Oh, meme redemption. Sorry about that. You got it.
Your friend here is only mostly dead.
We need a heck of a draw here. I mean, Ogre Errant is like a start. I think we go to 2 no matter what. If these are both land... if those are both land, we're not immediately dead. Yeah. That was the 2-loss bracket, huh? That was a very nice 2-loss deck right there. Although ours was 2. Blah. A mere 3-3 always leaves a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth, especially after getting magicked like that. But that's Magic. We've had our share of excellent luck in a strong run of best of 3s lately. Suppose 3 winning a draft we spent gold to enter. Not the worst result, but I definitely think we didn't do a par poll, but that deck felt a lot better than 3 wins. But Magic doesn't care. Magic doesn't care how good you think your deck was. You do what you get with the top of your deck, and what we did is 3-3. So we'll call that good, and it's only 10:30 around these parts, so we got some extra time. We'll start another draft, and I'll say thanks to YouTube friends, and we'll catch you later. And maybe the next draft we do here will go up on Friday or something. All right.